Hello everyone, this is the Lag Monster, and I want to welcome you guys to the first episode of my tutorial Let's Play series, First Days. This series is mostly geared around the beginner. Early game survival and game mechanics are really going to be the main focus. We probably won't go all the way to the end game, at least not in this part of the series. This is really just to teach you how to survive in the world of Minecraft. So I'm playing this on Minecraft Java Edition 1.18.2. I probably won't be updating this world beyond this, mostly because sometime in the summer 1.19 should be out, and I'll probably create a new world for that and kind of start things over. So without further ado, let's get into the game's menus. So we of course have our options menu. We have Minecraft Realms, which is basically kind of like servers. Multiplayer allows you to connect directly to servers. And then of course we have the single player option. In your options menu, there are tons of things you can do. You can adjust your levels. You have some skin options in here. You can adjust your video settings, which would include your resolution, how many chunks are rendering, all kinds of stuff. You also have control settings. I like to have the auto jump turned off personally, and I prefer the hold options for sneak and sprint. You can make these into a toggle option so that you can toggle those actions on and off. We're just going to leave them on hold. We're going to leave all the default settings the way they are. I'm not going to dive too awful deep into the menus right now, but take the time at some point to go through here and see what all the different controls are. You may want to change some keybinds if something's more comfortable on the keyboard for you. There are resource packs you can download to change the look of the game. Those are all kind of things that I wouldn't necessarily say are advanced, but they're just not the focus of this series. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start a single player world. So we don't have any worlds created on this instance of Minecraft yet, so it's going to take us right into the creation screen. There are a couple options in here. We have, of course, the game mode. We're going to be playing in survival. There's also hardcore, which is survival, but you only have one life. You die in this mode and your game is erased. You also have creative mode. I love creative mode. It's super awesome for designing builds and just being creative, generally with building. But that is not the focus of this series today. So we will be in survival mode, and we're going to leave it on normal difficulty. I actually normally play on hard difficulty, but for the sake of you guys at home that are just starting Minecraft, we're going to leave it on normal difficulty. We're going to leave the cheats off, and we're not going to mess with any of these other things right now. There are some more options in here, and I encourage you to revisit this and mess around with some of this stuff, see what you can do. Now we need to name our world, and we are going to just name it First Days, the name of this series, and we are going to create that world. Okay, welcome to the world of Minecraft. Let's see what we've got going on. Well, it looks like we're in a plains biome. We have some sheep. We have some pigs. We have some cows. All right. So this is actually a pretty good place to spawn, I think. Had we spawned in on like an island, maybe in the middle of the ocean, I might have actually re-rolled this world. That's pretty tough to expect somebody who's a beginner to try and survive. Maybe once you've played the game for a while and you've gotten a little better, you might want to revisit something like that and give yourself a challenge. But for now, we're just going to take things slow and easy and just try to stay alive and survive and thrive within the world of Minecraft. So we have a good little bit of like passive mobs around us. We have some sheep. I'll make sure to leave the seed in the description for you guys so that if you want to play along and survive along with me, you totally can. Oh, look, we need to be careful. Yeah, I thought I saw a bit of a glow. That's some lava down there. Now this cave could be useful eventually, but we're just going to avoid it for right now. That's a bit of a drop. So we need some raw materials. Oh, a donkey. He might be our friend later. We need some basic materials, and well, the only thing we really have is our bare hands and some trees. So contrary to real life, we are going to punch a tree until it breaks out a log. And there is our first piece of wood. We're going to go ahead and break the rest of this tree. And in case you're wondering, yes, that tree is floating. A lot of blocks in Minecraft are not affected by gravity. It's an interesting game mechanic that it's kind of stuck around since the game's inception. Okay, we have some wood. Alright, so next we're going to press the E key on our keyboard and we're going to open up our menu. That's going to give us access to our crafting grid. We're going to take our oak logs, we're going to throw it in our crafting grid, and we can make planks. Now we're just going to go ahead and make all of these into planks. And there we go. Now we're going to take 4 of those planks and drop them into the grid. You can do that by holding the stack and right-clicking. That's going to give us a crafting table. This right here is probably the most important item you will ever make in this game. It's pretty much the key to everything else you can do in the game. So we're just going to plop that thing right down. We're going to right-click on it, and that is going to give us an expanded crafting grid. We now have a 3x3 grid, which gives us access to a whole lot more options. So the first thing we're going to make is some sticks. We can do that with 2 planks. I think we're going to make 2 sets of them right there. Also, just as a quick tip, you can click on the recipe book here. That will give you the recipe of everything that you're capable of making at this time with the materials that you have. You can also click this button here to not show things you're not able to craft, and it'll only show the things that you can. So you could click on that and it will just throw it right in there. If you prefer traditional crafting, you can just turn that off. I use this occasionally if I can't remember a recipe. Most of the time I kind of keep it in this grid. Alright, so now we have some sticks. We're going to throw a couple of those in there. We're going to throw in 3 planks, and that is going to make us an axe. Now we can chop down those trees a lot faster. There's also a plethora of other good tools to make. We're going to take 2 sticks, 3 more planks up top like this, and we're going to make a pickaxe. And we might as well go ahead and make a shovel as well. There we go. We could also make a sword. We could also make a sword. Or we can make a hoe. I'm not going to make either of those right now because now that we have our trusty pickaxe, we can actually dig up some stone and go ahead and get stone tools, which will last a bit longer than the wooden ones. I think first I'm going to chop down another tree with this axe though. Yep, you see how much faster that is? Having the proper tool for the job is always better than your bare hands. And in some cases, 100% necessary. Certain blocks won't even drop if you're not using the proper tool. So while it is possible to mine some stone with your bare hands, you're not going to get anything out of it. You're just going to be wasting the materials. Alright, let's find a place to dig. We had this cavern over here. Maybe we can safely dig our way down. We'll just use our trusty shovel. Oh, look at that. We're already hitting some stone. And there's our first piece of cobblestone. And we want to dig out several more pieces of cobblestone. You're going to need 3 to make another pick. You're going to need 3 to make another axe. Plus there's another very essential thing you can make out of cobblestone, and we will make that here in a moment. I think we're just going to go get about 30 or so, just so we have a nice handful. Perfect. Alright, let's head back out. We may search in there more later for some other materials. Alright, ooh, the sun is starting to go down. We may have to think about shelter soon. But in the meantime, let's get back up here where we can see a little better. And we're a little more out in the open. Oh, we have a ravine here as well, looks like. Ah, we could have just went down here to get that stone. Well, that's okay. Okay, so we have a little bit of materials. We have some stuff to make some better tools, but it's starting to get dark. We also need a food source. And well, there's no easy way to say this, guys. Our food source is, well, unfortunately, having to kill a few of these lovely passive mobs. The pigs will give us some pork chops. Really, one of the better mobs to kill early game is the sheep. We're going to kill that one. And we get not just some mutton, but we also get some wool. Perfect. We got 3 pieces of wool. We can go ahead and throw down our workbench here. We can take 3 planks and 3 pieces of wool to make a bed. And, well, we're going to risk it. We're going to throw this thing down and see if we can't sleep right here. I think we lucked out, guys. So I know that seems a little unconventional, but we've officially survived our first night just by sleeping out in the open. If you can make a bed early on and get it down before the monsters start to come out, you can actually sleep anywhere. Just make sure those 3 pieces of wool for your bed are all the same color, and you'll be able to make a bed pretty early game as long as you manage to find those sheep. Sometimes you won't be so lucky. You won't have sheep so close by like we did today. So I think we're just going to go around and we're going to get a little more food. Sorry, chicken. Can also take out a couple of cows. Oh, and that's a mom cow. You know, I think we're going to leave that one alone. Just don't feel right about it. So we have a little bit of food collected. We could eat this raw. We absolutely could. It's not going to give you as much health as you'll see here. It only filled my food bar up by 1. We can actually do a lot better than that, well, right now. We're going to go into that trusty crafting table, and we are going to make a furnace. We accomplished that by putting cobblestone all around the outside. Here's our first furnace. We can set that down right here, and then we can throw this raw meat into that furnace. We need a fuel source. Anything made of wood, including your old wooden tools, can be used as a fuel source. We're just going to throw a couple of these logs in here for right now. That's going to do for the moment. Eventually, when we start digging down into some of these caves, we're going to try to find some coal, which is a much more efficient fuel source. If you're really in a pinch, there is a way to make charcoal by cooking the logs, even with another log. There we go. We have some cooked mutton. We can go ahead and eat that. Yeah. We get 3 each time. Now we have full hunger. We're good to keep sprinting and stuff. And, of course, our health will generate if we get hurt. Well, all right, guys, let's take a look. The sun is pretty high in the sky. I don't want to get caught outside again for the night. It works, but it's not ideal. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to make some upgraded tools. Get us a stone axe. We'll need to make some more sticks. We're going to make us a stone pick. Actually going to make 2 stone picks. Because we're probably going to do quite a bit of mining. And then we're going to go ahead and make us a stone sword. Our first real bit of defense. And that's going to do it for now. We could make some of the other tools, but I'd rather not eat up inventory space this early. So we're just going to go with what we have. Usually what I do is I'll use my wooden tools until they break, and then I'll move over to my stone tools from that point forward. Some people like to... Man, I can't hit this chicken. Some people like to burn the wooden tools as a fuel source. Some people just throw them away. I don't really like to waste things, so I try to use up what I can. All right, what do we got? I'm just looking around a little bit to see what kind of things we have at our disposal. It's always a good idea to explore the immediate area where you spawn, because you never know what you're going to find. Sometimes you get lucky and there's a village nearby. We have a couple surface caves here. Those are going to be useful for like really early game mining. Looks like we have another kind of plain out that way on that island. Some more livestock, and there's a whole bunch of caves in the side of this mountain. That is going to make for some really good resource collecting. Oh, look at this. Now that's lucky right there. Some surface resources. You don't always find them like this. We're going to go ahead and dig that up while we're here. So we can dig up this coal with this wooden pickaxe. But make sure you switch to your stone one when you dig up this iron. Because otherwise, it won't drop the iron. I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice this one just to show you guys. Aw, womp, womp, womp. We don't want that to happen, so just make sure you're using that stone pick whenever you're mining up that iron. Usually I'll just go ahead and use my wooden one for a while until it breaks. That is an axe. That's not going to work. Well, it will work, but it's going to take too long. I usually use the wooden tools until they break. Let's see, what did we get? We need to build a shelter soon. 18 pieces of coal, that's a good start. We got a couple pieces of iron too. Let's watch our step here so we don't fall in the little crevasse there. All right, I think we're gonna build it right here. This seems like a nice flat spot. We do have some wood still. Well, we only have 24 pieces. I think we have enough time actually to go ahead and try to cut down another tree or two. We definitely want to be away from these woods by the time it starts to get dark though. As it gets dark, the shade of the trees are going to make darker, shadowy areas, and that's where the monsters will start to spawn. And we really don't want to get caught by a skeleton or a zombie, or worse yet, a creeper. Okay, that's a couple more trees. I think that's enough. Yeah, we have... Ooh, it's going to be pushing it. We might have just enough daylight left. I'm going to risk running over here and grabbing that bed. Where did it go? Here it is. Perfect. We can come back for the crafting table and all that later. Go up here in this nice little flat spot we picked. Try to get this built up real fast. Yeah, we may have squandered a little too much time, but that's okay. I think we're going to be alright. Even if something starts to spawn, we've got a little bit of a warning since we're in a nice open area. Alright, we're just going to get us a couple of walls. We're just going to go real simple. Well, our first axe broke. So far so good though. Nothing's trying to eat us yet. If we can build this up to at least 2 blocks in height, the monsters won't be able to get us. And we're just going to knock these corners out for now. They will jump up a 1-block wall, so we want to make sure we get those out of there. Or fill the corners in completely, but for the sake of time, we're just going to leave it like that. Hello, Mr. Cow. Okay. Alright, that is relatively safe. We don't have a roof yet, but we at least have 4 walls. And they're too tall, so nothing can just jump in at us. Take a look around. See, look. There's a skeleton over there. We got in here just in the nick of time. Let's go ahead and take some cobblestone to make a roof. I don't know if we have enough, but we can get it started. Nope, not even close to enough. That's okay. We'll just fill it in with dirt for now. And we can always put some more cobblestone in its place later. We'll just finish it up with these planks. Okay. She's not pretty, but she's safe. We're going to take these sticks and some coal. We're going to make ourselves a few torches. Light this place up. There we go. Whew. That is a lot more cozy feeling than just a dark room. And we're safe from the monsters. So at this point, we can throw down that bed. And we can try to go to sleep. Looks like we're good to go. If monsters had been too close by, we wouldn't have been able to sleep yet. But since we were able to, we're going to use it to our advantage. That should be daylight outside. Let's go ahead and cut our way out. Perfect. Oh, look. There's a zombie over there burning from the daylight. Ooh. There they are, guys. Creepers. Our worst enemy. Unfortunately, They don't burn up in the daylight. Skeletons and zombies will, but those creepers, they'll stick around. So we have a couple options. They haven't noticed us yet. We can try to fight them. Or we can just wait till they despawn. It's really up to you how you want to handle it. I am a little bit more of an experienced player, so I think I'm going to try. It would be best if I can get them alone, but it doesn't look like they're going to give me that luxury. If we can get one to notice us and charge, that'll help. Come on, buddy. Yeah. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. Good, good, good. All right. Want to lure him this way? Keep coming. We're going to sprint at him and hit him with a sprint. Yeah. That knocks him back, and then we immediately need to back up. Do it again. Back up, back up, back up. Do it again. Back up, back up, back up. Do it again. There, we got him. And we got some gunpowder as a reward. Let's see if we can't take out that other creeper. Yeah. Run away. And back up. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Whew, that was close. One more hit should do it. There, we got him. Usually one creeper blast won't kill you unless you've taken some damage, but it will hurt you quite a bit. We were lucky though, we were able to take out that creeper. We got a little bit of gunpowder as a result, 4 pieces. That will allow us to make some TNT, and we do have some sand right nearby. And I bet you there's some gravel in one of these caves or down in that water. We could make some TNT and really do some explosive mining. I think for now though, we're just going to save it. Oh, look at this. The sun killed off that skeleton and left us a couple prizes. Bones are pretty useful early game. Wow. Did I just jump over that? I did. You know, we should probably build a bridge over that. Those bones are going to be pretty useful whenever we start to farm. And whenever we do finally manage to either build a bow or find one, those arrows are definitely going to be useful for ranged attacks. Creepers are much easier to take out from a distance. All right, we're going to go ahead and throw that crafting table and furnace into our little shelter here. And while we're here, we're going to go ahead and cook some more of that meat. Throw a piece of coal in there. That should burn for a good little while. Okay, things are going pretty good. We've got a shelter. We have a little bit of resources going. We've managed to kill a creeper or two, which wasn't expecting that to happen this early, but hey, we got him. And we got a little bit of gunpowder as a reward. All right. And, you know, I really should cover that up. In the meantime, let's go ahead and put a door on this house. It's easy, 6 planks, boom, 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 boom. There we go. All right. Since we're playing in normal mode, zombies won't be able to knock our door down. But remember, if you jump up into a higher difficulty, you are gonna have problems. Zombies will be able to knock your door down. I mean, as long as you're getting to sleep quick enough and the night turns over, you're fine. But just, you know, keep that in mind. All right, so we've got a house. We've got a few minimal resources. We have a door to get in and out. We have our bed. We have pretty much all the basics. We need a place to store our stuff too. Let's chop down another tree or two. It really is worth your time to just take a couple of days and just go ham at it. Lumberjack by day, sleep away the nights. It's the safest way to go. You could also try to mine at night. Usually the way I do that is I will start a mine actually in my shelter. I don't think we're going to get to that today though. We'll try to mess with that maybe next time. Let's go in here. Take some of these oak logs. We're going to make more planks. And then we're going to make a couple of chests. All right, we got 2 chests. If you place them right beside each other, it'll make a double chest. You can also crouch and place it, and it'll make a second single chest if you'd like, or you can just separate it by a block. We're just going to make a double chest. So we have a place to store all this good stuff. There we go, all the extras. You know what? We don't need that in our hands either. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Oh, you know, we should take some of that food, though. Getting a little low. There we go. Okay, guys, we have a shelter. It's not exactly beautiful, but it protects us from the baddies, gives us a place to sleep at night. We have a bunch of caves to explore next time. I think this is far enough for today. Oh, we will do one thing, though, before I fall down in it and hurt myself. There. And nice little bridge so that I can stop falling down that ravine. Well, guys, I think that's going to do it for our first episode of First Days. I hope you guys learned something. If you're new to the game or if you're a more experienced player, maybe I, made you think of something maybe you hadn't before. Next time, we're going to try and make our house a little more hospitable, a little better to look at, nail down a food source, and probably start mining. Okay, guys, see you next time. Bye.